Hello, you guys just watched a video about how to create a vision board using Canva. You definitely can do that. There's some wonderful features on Canva, but if that is not an option for you, maybe you can't get it on your phone, or maybe you just don't want to use Canva, that is perfectly fine. You actually can make your vision board here in your Drive. So that's why I have my Drive open. So when you're in your Drive, if you hit that little arrow next to Drive, it gives you a menu. At the bottom where it says more, you have an even bigger menu. A lot of people don't notice that. And we are going to Google Drawings. In Google Drawings, you get this format here that you can put images on, you can put text on, you can change colors, you can put shapes, you can do lots of fun things on here. So we can use this to create that vision board collage the same way they did in Canva. So I want to show you where some of the features are. So first off, up here where it says File, you can actually change the size by going to Page Setup. The standard is 4x3. You can make it customized and you can make it 8.5, and that 4x3 is a ratio, it's not inches, by 8.5 by 11, like a piece of paper would be. Or I like to make it square. I just like how it looks square. And also it fits nicely when you put it in your site, because those little boxes in your site are square. So it works really slick for that. So I'm going to make it square, and then I am going to title it Vision Board. I'm going to have to title this one too, because I made one and I'll show that to you in a minute. I started making one, but I want to show you how to add those things before I show you the one I started making. So for the background, you should do just like she said in that video on Canva, how to do it on Canva. You want to first make a list of those things that are important to you, those things you want to accomplish, wishes, dreams, hopes, whatever they may be, even if they're crazy big, or even if it's something really little, like you'd rather take a walk than do your homework or something. Whatever it may be, you're going to put it on here. You're going to make a list so you kind of have something to work off of. And so we'll start with a background. I'm going to insert a background. All you have to do is put insert and then image. You can go to your Drive, Photos. You can use Camera if you want yourself in the background. You can also upload from your computer or the web. I'm going to go to the web, and I'm going to do the woods because I like the woods. Let's see. I kind of like this one, I guess. Now, it's not totally square, so if I just pull it, it's not too bad, but it doesn't really work with my squares. So I could stretch it. They just might look kind of warped. See how they look kind of warped? So what I'm going to do, and I don't like this marks on that tree either. So what I'm going to do here is get it back to the proportion it was. And then I'm going to crop it. So there is a crop tool here, and I'm going to bring this edge in a little bit so that it's square. And I'm actually going to bring this edge in a little bit. And let's see if that helps me get this fitted into this space a little better. And I think I can, this little bit, I think I can stretch and it'll still look good proportionally. So there is my background. If you get a background on there and you don't like it, like honestly, this looks a little too pixely for me. So I am going to delete it, and I'm going to find a different background, insert image, and we'll see what else. Whoops, I don't want to use, no, I'm not going to use one of those right now. We'll use this one since it's the background. It's a little pixely too, but we're just going to let it go this time because I can get super picky about that. So I want to keep going so you could see what I could do with the video, get an idea of what you could put in there. I'm just cropping this into more of a square. And then I'm going to work within that space for my background. I'll just cover most of it since it is kind of pixely. Yeah, this one's a little pixely, but it's not as bad as the other one was, so I think it'll work good. I am going to crop a little more only because I do not like that bold tree right in the middle. So we're going to get rid of a little bit of that. There, much better. It's a photographer in me. So now I want to start adding images. I can go up here and I can go insert, and I want to put an image in here of, let's see, let's do, maybe I want to, what do I want to do? Maybe I want to take a trip to Switzerland. So I'd go, and I'd find a really cool picture of Switzerland. Oh, I kind of like all these, but let's see here. Let's do this one. I like the mountains. And I would put that in there. I can shrink it down. I might put it down here. I can outline that if I want. There's some little outline tools up here. So I could put a border on it. I think I'm going to make it kind of a gray color. I like gray color. I like that. And then I can just keep inserting things. I also could put some text on here if I want. So I could make a text box. I could write, I'm going to use that same gray color because I like that. Actually, I think it's this one. And I'm going to write vision board. And then I can fill in that space with a color too in the background, something that looks good with my, and you could play around with all these different things. You could play around with the text. You can make some bold text. You could make bigger text. You can make it like huge if you want. And you could just play with it. Get it look the way you want. Get things the way you want. You can outline it. You can overlap things. And I'm going to show you my other board because I started doing that on my other board. So this is a board I started making where I started overlapping images. Now these images still can move around. I had printed France on there as a text. I'll show you how to do that too. But you can change what's in front of what. So let's say I want this picture behind the one of France. So I can go up here and I can arrange and I can change the order. So I can send that backwards. And now, oh, I was clicked on this one. So I just sent that one backwards. That's my bad, but that'll happen. So you need to make sure you're clicked on this one. If you make a mistake, you actually can take a step backwards here, which is kind of nice, the little arrows. And I can show you too, I actually added these all in and added some text. I'm going to add one more picture here. I think that'll make it easier to explain to you. So from the web, let's add a picture of Italy. I also want to go to Italy. So I'm going to put, I like to travel. So I'm going to put a picture of Italy on here. Oh, I like this one. And I'm going to bring that down, put that over here. I have to decide how I like it. I might move some things around, like maybe I don't want France here. I might want France up here more. And then I could move my, you can kind of figure out how to navigate on here. You might have to play with it a little bit just to get it to do what you want it to do and get like the text where you want it. I'm going to put this down in the corner here. And I'm actually going to make this one a little smaller. And I'm going to bring the France one up a little. So I'm just playing here and getting things in the spot where I want them. It may take a little bit, and you have plenty of time to play with this. I'm going to write Italy on here, so I'm going to put another little box here and write Italy. Oops. And again, I'm going to make this just a little bigger. And I'm going to make it white like the others because I like the way the white looks, and I'm going to make it bold. Highlight it. I think it needs to be just a little bigger. Yeah. And I could play around with this. I could actually put the Italy, now that I'm looking at it, it'll probably look better down in the corner because it's darker there, or not. So I can put it wherever I think it needs to be, but you can move things around. You could play with your design here. Actually moved that a little, so I moved it back. You just need to make sure whatever you're clicking on is what you want to work on. And you saw me make that mistake with this where I was clicking on this and it went to the background. Then all you need to do to save it, now I'm going to add some more pictures here and I'm probably going to end up moving this around quite a bit. But once it's complete, I am going to go to File, because right now this means that it's a Google drawing. So it's kind of like when you're in Photoshop and it's in that draft mode and it's just a Photoshop image. It hasn't been saved yet as anything. That's how this is, the same deal. This is a Google drawing format. It won't upload anywhere. You can't share it anywhere. So you need to save it somehow. So you go to File, and we're going to download it as a JPEG. Isn't that nice? They have that option for us. So we want to download this as a JPEG. Whatever computer you're on, it's going to download to that. So it's going to go right at the bottom. On mine, it goes right here. On yours, it probably does too, but it'll be in your downloads. And then you can go there and you can plop it right into your site from downloads. You also can go into downloads and just pull it into your drive again, and then you'll have it saved in your drive as a JPEG, which is always awesome. Good luck and have fun. I really want you to take some time on this and really create a nice vision board for yourself. We also can, as the semester goes on, and we're going to revamp some of our vision boards a little later on, and I'll let you guys print one out for yourselves. So have a great week. Enjoy. And I can't wait to see all of your vision boards.